This is the inaugural Alumni Summit. Yes, many flames, one light. We're here today because we want to help you flourish in your lives and in your careers. All of you realize that you didn't stop learning when you graduated. The purpose of this Alumni Summit is also to give you a chance to talk with each other, to learn and connect. CGU is your family.
Think about this university and its characteristics. Transdisciplinary, learning without limits, without borders, without boundaries. That doesn't happen very easily. It's in the DNA here.
To flourish is to thrive or to prosper. It is to live your life to the best of your ability, to grow and develop in a healthy and vigorous way.
Flourishing people have more capacity to help others flourish. And the whole reason I think, we wanted a summit like this is to figure out how we can best use the science and use all these different perspectives to help you flourish and continue to make this university really mighty and having a big positive social impact.
The way that our genes express themselves is influenced by the way that we lead our lives, by the experiences that we have in our lives. So taking those two findings together, this idea that leading a life of purpose is a really good thing and that the experience is really pretty rare, led members of my lab and I to start to think about what are some things that we might be able to do to intentionally cultivate a sense of purpose, particularly in the lives of young people.
We pair these subjective self-reports with now the physiology monitors. We found that the ones that started off with higher levels of negative emotions were the ones who benefited most from these interventions.
All of a sudden, if I am nice to my friend Tony, I get this increase in oxytocin that reduces my physiologic stress, causes dopamine release. So basically, nature rewards me for being nice. And if I'm nice to him, he tends to be nice back to me. Why? The nicer I am to him, the more his brain makes oxytocin, and the more he wants to reciprocate. So now we have this nice virtuous cycle where you're good to me and I'm good to you.
I was reflecting a little bit on the intersections between technology and health and realized that it's really not an intersection, it's like an entanglement.
There's already a digital divide, but there's going to be an ever-widening knowledge gap between the really developed countries and the less developed countries like my own.
We now can spell check, just like on the computer, a person's human genome. And we can now tell what is normal, per se, versus what may predispose you to a disease. And the technology has gotten faster and faster, so much so that my team and I can take a blood sample and get the entire person's human genome and see pre and post, say, an exercise intervention, what genes turn on and off. So now I'm seeing all these therapies that target the cells they need to target versus targeting the whole body. What has this done? Extended life, so we have 17 million cancer survivors in the United States right now. And in a few years, it's expected to go up to 23 million.
We'd like to thank you. Thank you all for coming out and for making our inaugural Alumni Summit flourish a huge success. A round of applause to all of you for being here. Thank you so much.